You often hear about young creatives wanting to devote their lives and time to becoming content creators. There are plenty of platforms they can do that on. But the mainstay of many people's online lives always has and continues to be YouTube. How does one go, at 31, from working real estate and making videos on the side to a $6 million a year online entertainment business? Well, Stephan may have something to tell you about that. I'm the Market Monkey, and if you're into this content and want more, be sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest videos. Today we're going to dive into the impressive story of Stephan and how he grew his channel to making over $6 million a year. He's living the dream goal of every small YouTuber or small YouTube channel. And all it took was going all in on something he was passionate about. Now Graham lives in a $1.4 million, 3,900 square foot home with at least one live-in employee. YouTube ad revenue, sponsorships, affiliates, and online courses all add up to an impressive $6 million per year after expenses. We're going to see how he scaled up to such a successful level, living and breathing for his newfound passion for content creation, now finally able to let himself live and enjoy his incredible success.
How much money I make, I still live in the same one-bedroom, 850 square foot duplex.
How it started: creating a content empire. When Stephan decided to leave his job as a full-time real estate agent, moving to California forced his hand in some ways, as he had to give up his former real estate license, but also he'd realized that he would be better off spending his time devoted to his YouTube channel. When he first began his Millennial Money series, he estimated that 20% of his time was spent doing real estate work, and the other 80% was on YouTube. This led to late nights and 2 a.m. editing sessions to get his videos out. When he made the pivot to full-time YouTube, he had grown his channel to 1.5 million subscribers, and he was on pace to earn $1 million from YouTube by the end of the year. The growth was exponential, but not entirely due to the increase of hours. His content was popular, and he was making videos originally on his investments and real estate earnings. However, what marked a pivot in his content was talking about news analysis and explaining complex financial topics. He pivoted this due to noticing trends in his comments and creating content that they wanted to see. This included current news to draw in new viewers, and topics ranging from the housing market, cryptocurrency, and meme stocks to keep them engaged. It took only 2 years to grow to the level Stephan is at now, hitting $1 million in 2019 and $5.1 million in 2020. Growing his team. Spending money makes money. Until recently, Stephan was a one-person show. He worked upwards to 10 to 12 hours a day, studying the market, planning ideas, and doing his research as to what people wanted to see. The thing was, managing a high workload will sometimes mean making sacrifices, something he wasn't willing to do in terms of the quality of his content. It only makes sense to bring people on, and now he works with 2 different editors, one of which lives in-home with him, and the other has an office in the house. Stephan did see an uptick in his expenses over time. It's much cheaper running the show as your only employee, but time is as valuable as money. He's producing upwards of 9 unique content pieces weekly, which requires a significant investment, be it time, energy, or cash. While it might be easy to farm out content from lower-cost firms, doing it in-house produces a well-oiled machine of a team, creating, editing, and releasing content regularly. Now, these expenses allow Stephan to repurchase his valuable time, to relax and enjoy the work that he's put in for himself. With a very well-kept and clear budget, Stephan saves upwards to $400,000 a month. He's also allowed for pretty extravagant home decisions like $100,000 on furniture and artwork, including a giant neon sign with his "Smash the Like Button" slogan. Graham has a reputation as a frugal millionaire. There is no denying when you consider a self-made empire like this. But sometimes, spending money can be more valuable than pinching pennies. This includes sourcing professionals to help maintain and clean his large home, which would be a significant time investment otherwise on his part. With a budget like this, however, it's easy to see how he could repurchase his time the way he does. Even splurging on things that other people might consider to be luxuries doesn't get in Stephan's way. The budget itself is so modest, you'd be surprised how little he actually splurges. Subscriptions at $20 a month, $400 in insurance. He has $800 allocated for food and splits many of their daily expenses with his girlfriend. Estimated, his monthly spending is just shy of $10,000, which allows for a lot of savings. Something not many people have the luxury to do, but it makes a huge difference in terms of personal finance security. As Stephan has, cutting some corners and expanding others is a strong argument for creating a healthy relationship with your success. Full speed ahead. The future for this YouTube mogul. While Stephan is busier and more successful than ever, he's in a place that he didn't expect, nor does he really know where this kind of trajectory will take him. There's no history to look back on for creators like Stephan, because there's very little information to go off of. Even just 5 years ago, there wouldn't have been anyone like Stephan creating the content he does. YouTube only began 14 or so years ago, so it would have been impossible to see the lengths it would go to and the empires it might create. His story is extraordinary, but it shows that hard work and focus can turn a small side hustle into something full-time and incredibly far-reaching. While he's optimistic about his future, there's no way of knowing just where it will take him or, as he says, how long it will last. He hopes to travel the country in an RV one day, but until then, he is committed to his brand and its focus. And creating content is the best way to do that. That's it for this story, as Stephan is still out there making money creating the kind of content he knows will do well. His main channel has about 3.5 million subscribers, and by July of 2021, he'd already made $1.42 million in just ad revenue from his various media. Whether it'll slow down or when that will be is all up to the cards. Stephan doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. And with such a well-oiled content machine, I can't see why he would. I'm the Market Monkey, and if you found this video useful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing and turning the notifications on. This video does not constitute as financial nor trading advice, and to be frank, you'd be crazy to follow the directions of some random gorilla on the internet.